A very good morning, everyone. Chairman IndianOil, Mr. S.M. Vaidya, Functional Directors on Board, Dr. S.S.V. Ramakumar, Director R&D, Mr. Ranjan Kumar Mahapatra, Director HR, Mr. Sandeep Kumar Gupta, Director Finance, Mr. V. Satish Kumar, Director Marketing, who's joined us virtually from Marketing Head Office, Mr. D.S. Nanavare, Director Pipelines, Ms. Shukla Mistry, Director Refineries, Mr. Sujay Chaudhary, Director P&BD, senior executives and officials, IOCians present here and those who have joined us virtually. Our special guests for the day, President of the Federation of International Hockey and Indian Olympic Association, Dr. Narendra Dhruv Batra, CEO of Hockey India, Ms. Eleanor Norman, Executive Director, Hockey India, Wing Commander R.K. Srivastava. And last but not the least, IndianOil's precious women hockey players. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all at this momentous occasion when we're celebrating the spirit of womanhood. And to coincide with this, making the day a truly historic day for IndianOil, here we are taking the first leap to power the remarkable women hockey team of India. For the first time ever, we're not only recruiting women hockey players, but are scripting history by being the first corporate in India that can boast of a fully fledged women's corporate hockey team. This International Women's Day, as we join the campaign, Break the Bias, and strive towards gender equity, I feel proud to say that IndianOil has always been at the forefront of nurturing a gender-diverse workplace, where gender equity goes far beyond the workplace. From supporting women education, upgrading their skills, securing their dignity, to making women independent through a vast kitty of carefully crafted social programs, IndianOil has always gone the extra mile to help women spread their wings. And today's program is yet another testimony to this unwavering commitment of IndianOil towards strengthening gender equity. Ladies and gentlemen, before we begin our today's program, let us extend a heartfelt welcome to our special guests. May I request Chairman IndianOil, Mr. S.M. Vaidya, to accord a warm welcome to Dr. Narendra Dhruv Batra, President of International Hockey Federation, by presenting him a plant. Thank you, sir. I would now request Director HR, Mr. Ranjan Kumar Mahapatra, to extend a cordial welcome to our guests of the program. May I request him to kindly step forward from the dais and present the plant to Ms. Eleanor Norman, CEO of Hockey India. I also request sir to present a plant to Commander R.K. Srivastava, Executive Director, Hockey India. We also have with us the three, sir, we would also like you to welcome our hockey players. Three of them are present here among us, while the other 6 have joined us virtually from the Odisha State Office. May we welcome Ms. Suman Devi, Ms. Rajwinder Kaur, and Ms. Rashmita Mins. Thank you. And now to set the tone of today's program and give you a brief overview of the same, may I call upon Dr. Utya Bhattacharya, ED Corporate Communications, for his welcome address.
Respected Chairman IndianOil, Shri Shrikant Madhav Vaidyaji, Functional Directors of IndianOil, President of the Federation of Indian Hockey and Indian Olympic Association, Dr. Narendra Dhruv Batra ji, CEO of Hockey India, Mrs. Eleanor Norman, Executive Director, Hockey India, Wing Commander R.K. Srivastava, the stellar team of women hockey players, IOCians who have joined in, ladies and gentlemen. I am privileged to welcome all of you to this landmark event where we welcome India's women hockey stars to the Indian Oil family. The occasion is all the more remarkable as it coincides with International Women's Day. Welcoming these hockey stars is undoubtedly the best way to celebrate the transformational influence of women to enrich the socio-economic landscapes at a global and national level. Sports is a messenger of human values, and for Indian Oil, our sports outreach reflect our unfailing commitment to the cause of gender equality. We are grateful to have the senior-most hockey officials with us today, and I'm sure that their presence would inspire our teams to go the extra mile to promote women hockey. Also, a warm welcome to Chairman Mr. Shrikant Madhav Vaidya and our Board of Directors, whose constant guidance has empowered Indian Oil's ascent as an organization focused on gender equality. Finally, I once again extend a hearty welcome to our women hockey stars. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. A woman is the force that shapes a country. She's fierce, she's strong, she's full of fire. And the day she discovers that, even she cannot hold herself back, because her passion burns brighter than her fears. और महिलाओं के इसी जज्बे को सलाम करते हुए इंडियन ऑयल उन्हें दे रहा है एक सुनहरा मौका अपनी पहचान बनाने का. Ladies and gentlemen, we now present to you a small audio-visual film that portrays the pioneering initiative of Indian Oil of powering India's first corporate women's hockey team. May we have the AV, please?
जो हवाओं का रुख मोड़ दे वो तूफान है तू. जो लोहे को पिघला दे वो आग है तू. जो चुनौतियों को मात दे वो हौसला है तू. जो वक्त की चाल बदल दे वो जीत का जज्बा है तू. इसीलिए तो कहते हैं सिर्फ नारी नहीं चिंगारी है तू. महिलाओं के इसी जज्बे को इंडियन ऑयल सलाम करता है और उन्हें दे रहा है दुनिया में अपनी खुद की पहचान बनाने का मौका. हॉकी की हुनरमंद और जीत की जिद्दी महिला खिलाड़ियों को करियर का सुनहरा प्लेटफॉर्म प्रदान करने और हॉकी खेल को बढ़ावा देने के लिए अंतर्राष्ट्रीय महिला दिवस के अवसर पर कॉर्पोरेट जगत में पहली बार इंडियन ऑयल कर रहा है पहली महिला हॉकी खिलाड़ियों की नियुक्ति और टीम का गठन. जहां महिला हॉकी खिलाड़ियों को मिलेगा हॉकी खेलने के साथ साथ अपनी प्रतिभा दिखाने और आगे बढ़ने का मौका. महिला सशक्तिकरण को बढ़ावा देने, महिला हॉकी खिलाड़ियों के हुनर को निखारने और हॉकी खेल के जरिए उन्हें विश्व चैंपियन बनाने के लिए इंडियन ऑयल की एक अनुकरणीय पहल. हॉकी में नया इतिहास रचने की तैयारी. अब नारी की बारी. और ये तो अभी बस शुरुआत है.
Well, I'm sure that today we're not merely welcoming these women hockey players, but are shaping the future champs who will be scripting a scintillating saga, not only for Indian Oil, but the entire nation. With these words, may I call upon Director HR, Mr. Batra, to kindly address the gathering.
Chairman Indian Oil, Sri S.M. Vaidya ji, my fellow colleagues on the board, President of International Hockey Federation as well as Indian Olympic Association, Dr. Narendra Dhruv Batra ji, CEO of Hockey India, Elena Norman ji, ED of Hockey India, Wing Commander R.K. Srivastava ji, senior IOCs who are present here and are also connected through the web, through the virtual medium. Our hockey stars, both male and now women stars who are also present. Present here, 3 of you present here, 6 of them are connected through, connected virtually. So, ladies and gentlemen, very, very good afternoon to all of you. Almost it's becoming good afternoon. I was expecting it will start it's good morning still. Good morning to all of you. In fact, today is a momentous occasion for each one of us. I think we have been dreaming about it for quite some time. It took time, but finally the day has arrived when we are going to witness a historical transformation in the women's hockey land space. I think it's a moment of pride for each IOCian today that the first ever corporate hockey women's team will be formed from today. I think it gets a big applause. I was just discussing with Batra ji, and I think I would not name, but he says he had been trying for so many years with some other corporates, but it has not happened. And he had not tried us, but it has happened. So that's what I would like to be very extremely proud of. Indeed, I think I must borrow from the film of Shah Rukh Khan, and I must say that this is a Chak De moment for each one of us. So that's right. And this all women hockey players will be our pride. We are immensely proud that we are powering this corporate team, and I'm sure that with the nurture, with the grooming that we normally give, irrespective of gender, this hockey team also will be at the peak at every level. We have seen, we have these men's hockey stars, some of them sitting here, some of them joining us again virtually, but we have seen what they have achieved with the patronage of Indian Oil. And I'm sure that this women's hockey team also will go to the pinnacle. We have helped, I was again sharing with Batra ji that we have helped many budding sports persons, and when they were not stars. Let me tell you that. Today they are stars, but we have supported them when they were not. And today they have all become superstars. To name a few, Gopichand ji, Mr. Rohit Sharma, Mr. Ajinkya Rahane, Mr. Cheteshwar Pujara, Mr. Prithvi Shaw, Rohan Bapanna, Devish Sharan, Manika Batra, Sharat Kamal, currently the hockey trio of Dilpreet, Hardik, Simranjit, and many others. Of course, we had taken them on our wings at the point when they were just coming up. And today they are superstars, and we are extremely, extremely proud of them. I'm also equally confident that the star-studded list will become lengthy as far as women's hockey is concerned in days to come. We are starting with Suman, Rajvinder, Rashmita, who are present here, Shamila, Ishika, Bichu Devi, Deepika, Baljit and Akshata, who are joining from Orissa State Office where they are playing matches. So welcome to each one of you. I think energizing the sporting talents of the country is in sync with our vision of Indian Oil. The corporation always understands the vital role which is played by sports in nation building, which our Honorable PM has been speaking of. So this was, of course, visible when entire nation rejoiced in the recent Tokyo Olympics performance. Even we are now targeting Paris Olympics. We are expecting much better performance from our players, our sports persons. And we in Indian Oil are working towards fulfilling that goal. In fact, we have associated with SAI to support 30 women athletes who can go and who can end up with podium finish in the Olympics to come. For us, sports is just not a CSR obligations. I think it has been well displayed. If you see today's event, chairman and the entire board is attending this entry ceremony. So that itself says it all as far as Indian Oil is concerned. I think we will continue to go that extra mile. We will continue to see the sporting arena of Indian Oil in another platform in the future to come. Again, I cannot help borrow from Chekde because that's where we all saw that. Where it's a famous line, you do not need strength to make a team. You need team spirit. So spirits are high. We are ready for the mountain to climb together. Once again, welcome to the hockey stars of Indian Oil now, and welcome to each one of you to this party. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Indeed, when we say that every IOCian is the energy behind the energy of India, we have a special place for our sports stars, who not only encourage to give their best, but are nurtured in line with the corporation's core values of care, innovation, passion, and trust. Ladies and gentlemen, we are privileged to have among us today the stalwart who created history by becoming the first Indian to be elected as the president of the International Hockey Federation for the second consecutive term, Dr. Narendra Dhruv Batra, for whom there's no greater passion than hockey. Sir, it'll be a pleasure to listen to you on this momentous occasion.
Mr. Shrikant Madhav Vaidya, Chairman, Indian Oil Corporation. Dr. SSV Ramakumar, Director, R&D, Indian Oil. Mr. Ranjan Kumar Mohapatra, Director, HR, Indian Oil. Mr. Sandeep Kumar Gupta, Director, Finance, HR. Mr. V. Satish Kumar, Director, Marketing, Indian Oil. Mr. D.S. Nanavare, Director, Pipeline. Madam Sukla Mistry, Director, Refinery. And Mr. Sujoy Chaudhary, Director, PNBD. Distinguished guests and dear athletes, I think it's a pleasure and honor for me to be present here today on this occasion, and especially on the International Women's Day. What better could have happened for me? Just like Mr. Mohapatra said that, yes, I was approaching various institutions, or ये नाम नहीं ले सकते, but मैं तो नाम ले लूँगा. I did approach ONGC, followed for a couple of years, and I'm still following. Then services also, army की teams हैं, I'm following. किसी ने ना नहीं किया, but I'm certainly following for last 5, 6, 7 years now. And then Coal India, which is a cash-rich Navratna of India. तो मैं बहुत touch किया, and we reach certain levels, but जैसे सरकार में फाइलें चलती रहती हैं. But एक मैं चीज़ आज दिल से कहना चाहता हूँ कि मैंने इंडियन ऑयल को कभी अप्रोच नहीं करा. And this shows the commitment कि आपका पूरा बोर्ड, चेयरमैन साहब, पूरा बोर्ड, और आपने ये खुद डिसीजन हमारे अप्रोच किए बगैर ली. दिस शोज द कमिटमेंट. और मैं इसमें ये ऐड करूँगा कि मेन में येस यू हैव बीन सपोर्टिंग अस. जब हम जूनियर वर्ल्ड कप जीते थे जो लखनऊ में हुआ था, इंडियन मेन हॉकी टीम एंड वी वन, 11 of the players were from Petroleum Sports Board and most of them Indian Oil. Then अभी जो हम ओलंपिक्स भी जीते हैं, अगेन lot of players from Petroleum Board and Indian Oil. जैसे इन्होंने 3 का नाम लिया, बट और भी ज़्यादा हैं, सर ने नाम लिया था. मुझे ऑनेस्टली आज देख के ये बड़ी खुशी हो रही है कि दिस इज़ अ कमिटमेंट ऑफ द बोर्ड. और आज तक विमेंस में सिर्फ रेलवेज़ की एक टीम होती थी और कोई कंपटीशन नहीं था. कोई भी टूर्नामेंट हो, ऑलवेज दे वुड विन, एंड दे वुड विन बाय बिग मार्जिन्स. आज एक चीज़ मैं कह सकता हूँ कि विमेंस हॉकी में कंपटीशन आई, और जिसके रिजल्ट मे बी आज और 1-2 साल में नहीं, बट इन नेक्स्ट 3 to 4 years यू वुड डेफिनेटली सी. जैसे कहा कि ओलंपिक्स में इंडिया आज तक सिर्फ हैज़ क्वालिफाइड 3 times. वन इन 1980 बाय डिफ़ॉल्ट, क्योंकि यूएस ब्लॉक ने बाइकआउट कर दिया, सो ओनली 7 teams पार्टिसिपेटेड. इंडिया, बट बाय वर्च्यू ऑफ क्वालिफिकेशन हम सिर्फ 2016 और 2020, दैट इज़ नाउ 21 में जो ओलंपिक्स हुए थे हम गए थे, वेयर इंडिया दो रैंक 9th, इंडियन वेमेन फिनिश 4th. सो दैट वॉज अ बिग अचीवमेंट फॉर देम. और ये जो आपने आप हमें आज कंपटीशन दी है, जो अब डेफिनेटली रेलवेज और पेट्रोलियम आई मीन से इंडियन ऑयल के बीच में होंगी अब कॉम्पिटिशन्स में, तो वी आर सर्टन के इंडियन वीमेन टीम इन नेक्स्ट कमिंग ईयर्स वी शुड सी देम इन द टॉप 6 और टॉप 4, जो मुझे लग रहा है कि इंडियन टीम जिस लाइन पर जा रही है और जैसे सपोर्ट मिलेगा. और मुझे डेफिनेटली पता है कि आप कितना और एथलीट्स को सपोर्ट, दैट बिकॉज ऑफ माई इंडियन ओलंपिक कनेक्शन. सो आई मस्ट से इंडियन ऑयल एक्चुअली इज डूइंग अ फैंटास्टिक जॉब, और हम अपने IOA में या कहीं बैठ के ये लोग अप्रिशिएट करते हैं, दो कभी पब्लिकली आके इसको एक्नॉलेज या रिकग्नाइज नहीं कर सके. बट आफ्टर टुडेज women hockey team, I can assure you in each and every speech wherever I am going to mention that this is how support has to come. Without मेरे ज़ीरो एफर्ट के बाद मैं जहाँ नहीं गया, जहाँ गया वहाँ आज भी वेट कर रहा हूँ. सो दिस शोज, ऑनेस्टली मैं एक्सप्रेस नहीं कर सकता, आई डोंट हैव वर्ड्स टू एक्सप्रेस हाउ हैप्पी एंड हाउ थैंकफुल आई एम टुडे. आपका जो लोगो मैंने पढ़ा इसमें, दैट पावरिंग इंडियाज फर्स्ट कॉर्पोरेट वुमेन्स हॉकी टीम, एंड दैट टू ऑन इंटरनेशनल वुमेन्स डे, व्हाट बेटर कैन हैपन. सो अगेन थैंक यू फॉर योर स्लोगन एंड व्हाट यू डन टुडे. और ये हमारे आई थिंक प्रधानमंत्री जी की भी विजन है, एम्पावरमेंट ऑफ वुमेन. सो दिस गोज विद इट. सो one of the good things that could have happened. और जैसे मैं कहा कि आपके इसके रिजल्ट्स आपको आने वाले टाइम में दिखेंगे, और जो कंपटीशन स्ट्रक्चर हमें आप दे रहे हैं. Then the second slogan I saw that gender equality today for a sustainable tomorrow. ओलंपिक्स में पहले मेडल्स की बड़ी वेरिएशन होती थी. men would have 60%, 70% medals and women would have 30%. In Tokyo it came down to 52% men and 48% women. But Paris onwards, it's going to be 50-50. तो ये हर स्पोर्ट में होने वाला है. इट्स नॉट ओनली हॉकी, और हर स्पोर्ट में होगा, हर इवेंट में, चाहे वर्ल्ड कप हो चाहे कहीं पे भी हो. दिस हैज बिकम दैट जेंडर बैलेंस इज इम्पॉर्टेंट नाउ. सो विमेन हैव टू बी एनकरेज, अदरवाइज India is going to miss the bus on 50% of the medals. So we have to go ahead, and again, you are supporting in other sports also. So I'd like to thank you for that. मैं थोड़ा एज के ऊपर एक बताना चाहूँगा कि कुछ लोग सोचते हैं कि हम बूढ़े हो गए नहीं खेल सकते. दैट्स नॉट डन, और वो ओलंपिक्स में नहीं होता. द यंगेस्ट एथलीट्स टू विन मेडल्स इन ओलंपिक्स इन टोक्यो वर 13 years and 15 years skateboarding में. 2 girls from Japan, 13 and 13, won gold, and third from I think some European country won a bronze. And the oldest, ये कहना कि मैं बूढ़ा हो गया हूँ, equestrian में there was a lady, again I'm saying, she was 67 who participated, and she says she'll go to Paris also, means at 71. So age doesn't matter, so it's just. और जो oldest medal जीता, it was a 62 years equestrian from Australia, वो उस event में जीता है. So age का कोई इससे relation नहीं है. So never think no one is old. I think even chairman साहब can be part of the next Olympics if you think so. और मैं आई थिंक आपका ज़्यादा टाइम नहीं लेता. आई थिंक यू हैव अदर कमिटमेंट्स ऑल्सो. सो आई लाइक टू वंस अगेन थैंक यू फॉर वॉट यू डन फॉर अस सर. एंड वन थिंग आई कैन अश्योर दैट हॉकी इंडिया रिप्रेजेंटेटिव्स आर हेयर, आई एम हेयर फ्रॉम IOA. सो प्लीज़ जो भी हमारे लिए हो, एनीथिंग यू फील वी कैन डू, यू विल नेवर हेयर अ वर्ड कॉल्ड नो. क्योंकि आपने हमें एक सरप्राइज़ दे के आज जो किया है, आई थिंक वी कैन नेवर फॉरगेट दैट, एंड वील बी ऑलवेज एट योर डिस्पोजल सर. थैंक यू वेरी मच. थैंक यू वेरी मच.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your feelings and pride about Indian Oil. And I can only assure you that, on behalf of Chairman, that Indian Oil shall never leave any stone unturned to power the dreams of these Powerpuff Girls, I would say. Ladies and gentlemen, now is the moment to cheer for our precious women hockey players and formally welcome them aboard. Out of the 9 women hockey players that we are recruiting today, we have 3 of us who are present here with us, while the other 6 are connecting with us straight from Indian Oil's Odisha State Office. I request Chairman Indian Oil, Mr. Vaidya, to kindly step forward and present the appointment letters to these supremely talented hockey players who shall now be among the company's shining sports stars. May I call upon Suman Devi from Manipur. She's an exceptional defender who's given some brilliant performances at the Asian Champions Trophy 2021 and 2018, Spain Test Match 2018, sorry. May we now call Ms. Rajwinder Kaur from Punjab, who plays as forward. Ms. Rashmita Mins from Odisha, who's an experienced defender and senior core group member. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. And now we shall be connecting with our Odisha State Office, where we have Mr. Subhajit Ghosh, Chief General Manager and State Head, who shall be presenting the appointment letters to our precious women hockey players. Mr. Ghosh, I request you to present the appointment letter to first Ms. Akshita Dhekale from Maharashtra, who's a midfielder and a defender. Ms. Baljeet Kaur from Punjab, who's again a midfielder. There's some connection here.
There's some lag. Connectivity issue. Call somebody.
The team from the Odisha State Office, can you please check your connectivity? Sir, can you hear us? No?
You can ask them to unmute also so that we can hear their claps.
So you may unmute your side, please. Yeah. So we continue with Ms. Bichu Devi from Manipur, who's a goalkeeper. Ms. Bichu Devi. Ms. Deepika from Haryana, who plays as forward. Ms. Ishika Chaudhary from Madhya Pradesh, who's again a midfielder. And last but not the least, Ms. Sharmila Devi from Haryana, who plays as forward. Thank you, Mr. Ghosh, for doing the honors on behalf of Chairman. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give this Power Pack team a huge round of applause and welcome these Chakde girls to the IndianOil family. We shall just wait for a moment here for our chairman to be back.
I think what we can do in meantime, Chairman has got an urgent call, so we can hear one of these people from there. I think Sharmila is the leader. She has represented in anything she wants to say. How does she feel? We can hear from there.
So the team Odisha State Office.
Subhajit, you can ask Sharmila to say a few words before Chairman comes in.
Hello sir, good morning.
हिंदी में भी बोल सकते हो आप, जहां कंफर्टेबल हो, जैसा कंफर्टेबल हो. कैसा लग रहा है आपको?
सर बहुत खुश है हम लोग कि इतना अच्छा डिपार्टमेंट हमें मिला है जॉब करने के लिए. पहले सिर्फ वुमेन्स हॉकी में रेलवे ही एक डिपार्टमेंट होता था, उसी में कंपटीशन चलता रहता था, तो हम बहुत प्राउड फील करते हैं कि हम इंडियन ऑयल में जॉब कर रहे हैं.
Thank you, Sharmila. And once again, heartiest congratulations to all the women hockey players here who have been recruited today.
बाकी जो हॉकी प्लेयर्स अभी बाहर हैं, उनको कुछ बोलना चाहोगे? बाकी जो हॉकी प्लेयर्स हैं, अभी तक हमको ज्वाइन नहीं किए हैं, उनको कुछ बोलना चाहोगे?
जी सर, वो भी बहुत एक्साइटेड है कि हम जल्दी से रिजाइन दें और जल्दी ज्वाइन करें.
मेलोडी खाओ, खुद जा.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sharmila. And what an exciting moment this has been. We have with us our leader, our inspiration, the fueling force, Chairman Indian Oil, Mr. Vaidya. It'll be an honor to listen to his heartfelt words on this iconic day for Indian Oil. So,
President of the Federation of Indian Hockey and Indian Olympic Association, Dr. Narendra Dhruv Batra, CEO of India Hockey, Elena Norman, ED Mr. R.K. Srivastava, my colleagues on the board of Indian Oil, officials of Hockey India, senior IOCians are with us today, Indian Oil's very precious women's hockey players who have just joined us today and become IOCians now, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, just on Saturday, I had been for the Davis Cup match. The Davis Cup match was going on between India and Denmark. And I had gone on Saturday, which was a holiday, that's why I went. And that time, the doubles match was being played by Bopanna and Kshitij. And they were Givij. And they were both in IOCians. And the amount of respect that I got there, though they were playing, they were winning, but I was getting the respect. Everybody came to me and said, "Okay, what a great job Indian Oil is doing." That was, I mean, that is what it is all about. You know, once you perform, the entire glitter, what you do, it comes to the corporation. Then in October, the President of India honored Indian Oil as the Khel Protsahan Puraskar. We were the only corporate to get rewarded this award, and it was a huge honor. It was one of the biggest recognitions what we have got. And today, just for the hockey players, just outside our office is a petrol pump, which is actually operated by Ajit Pal Singh, who was the Indian hockey captain in the 1975 Amsterdam World Cup. So that is the level to which we go. They not only become our employees, they are our business partners, our stakeholders. And so it's a long association with our sports. And we always do whatever we can to do our bit, because this country is big, very complex. We can't do everything, but whatever way we can do something, we'll do something. Regards ONGC, don't stop trying. I mean, उनके भी दुख बहुत हैं. I mean, I actually appreciate that. गम उनके भी बहुत हैं. So don't lose heart. I will talk to Alka Mittal. Whatever more can be done, we'll do it that way. Because the oil fraternity is, we are all one. Now coming down to the other points, I want to say is that recently I met some sports stars like Sunil Gavaskar. Sunil Gavaskar is always a big proponent of people getting jobs. But he also made a statement once when I met him in Bombay that there are two aspects to that. One is the players get charged after they get a good job. Some of them they get laid back. So laid back means थोड़ा इन्थो कम हो जाता है. तो ये नहीं होना चाहिए. जब भी मतलब उनका अपना experience था. I'm not saying this will happen to you. So the point is, once you are getting a good job, like a company like IOC, we'll do everything for you. You have to give your 110%. That is what we expect. And I am sure, under your leadership, these teams will perform better and better. And they will bring laurels to first India and then Indian Oil. And I wish you all the very best. just before I close, I want to quote Serena Williams. Serena Williams एक बार कोई मैच हार गई थी फाइनल्स, so she made a statement कि winning is not everything. वो होता है ना, normally they all say that, but she didn't stop there. She said winning is the only thing. So that is what you should all remember, कि finally winning is everything. So I am sure you have got that fire in you, because unless you have that fire, this will not work. और एक अच्छा brilliant quote है मार्गरेट थैचर का. She said, if you want something, ask a man. If you want something done, ask a woman. So keep going, girls. Chak de India. Thank you and Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, sir, for such inspiring quotes and words, and for highlighting Indian Oil's commitment towards the promotion of sports over decades. Well, before we move to the closure of the program, we would like to extend a collective gratitude to Dr. Batra for gracing this occasion with his esteemed presence. May I request Chairman Indian Oil, Mr. Vedya, to kindly present him the Indian Oil Rhino, the face, the brand ambassador of Indian Oil.
The well-being of the rhino, who is our mascot. And he's from Assam, and you were born in Assam.
We would also like to present a token of gratitude to our other guests. I request Director HR, Mr. Mohapatra, to kindly come forward and present the Indian Oil Rhino to Ms. Elena Norman. I also request, sir,
Hello, Indian Oil Rhino is तरफ आ.
I also request, sir, to present the same to Wing Commander R.K. Srivastava. Thank you. Here, Dr. Batra had requested that even he wanted to extend some felicitations on the occasion. May I request Dr. Batra to present his token to Chairman Indian Oil, Mr. Vedya. Thank you so much, sir. No nation can ever be worthy of its existence that cannot take its women along with the men. No struggle can ever succeed without women participating side by side with men. There are two powers in the world. One is the sword and the other is the pen. There's a great competition and rivalry between the two. But there's a third power stronger than both, that of women. Saluting this third power stronger than any other, I would only say one thing to the precious women hockey players today, that the world is your playground, your hockey sticks are the magic wands, and you are now the Powerpuff Girls or Indian Oil, so be there and do your magic. नारी तुम प्रेम हो, आस्था हो, विश्वास हो, टूटी हुई उम्मीदों की एकमात्र आस हो, हर जान का तुम ही हो आधार, नफरत की दुनिया में तुम ही तो प्यार हो, उठो अपने अस्तित्व को संभालो, केवल एक ही दिन नहीं, हर दिन के लिए तुम खास हो. So women, keep shining today and every day and keep making this world a better place to live. With this, we come to the end of today's program. Let me thank all our dignitaries, Dr. Batra, Chairman Indian Oil, members of the board, all our sports people here who have joined us, and each one of you for gracing this occasion with your presence and making it a success. Happy Women's Day and have a great day. May I request for a group photograph of our sports stars with the entire board.